whatever.
Yeah.
All right, well,
let's get in this new music.
Yeah, we're gonna move into some new music. So, as usual, we try to be the first to bring y'all, up to date music that's out or coming out. So, Dave East just dropped a single within the past week. It's called "Wit Me." I think he's gonna be dropping a new album pretty soon. So, this joint goes hard. You know what I mean? It starts off in the video with him in the streets of New York, like giving out free turkeys for Thanksgiving and stuff like that for the holidays, and coats, giving out free book bags and coats and things like that. But the bars go hard, man. Y'all need to check that out. Now, the Alchemist, if y'all ain't familiar, you better jump on that. I'm not even going to tell you who that is because you already need to know. But Alchemist dropped the album. It's called The Bread. No, it's just called Bread, not The Bread. My bad. It's called Bread. And it's got, I want to say it's either 10 songs or less. I don't think it's that many songs, but it's good. It's solid. And it's that traditional Alchemist sound that you're used to. If you don't know who Alchemist is, go do your homework. I'm not telling you who that is. Go do your homework.
Alchemist, that dude.
Man, exactly. Alchemist is that dude. So he just dropped the Bread album. And Too Short, Life is Too Short. The legend from the West Side, the Bay. He just dropped the album called the Pimp Tape. And y'all need to go check that out too. If you like Too Short, you're going to love this album. Now, this album has like 19 or 20 songs on it. So this is a big album.
Oh, damn. So
yeah.
This is like back in the 90s.
He took it there, and he got a lot of collaborations on there too. He got one with Ice Cube. So that sounds pretty promising. And so definitely go check that out. It's called the Pimp Tape. And Method Man will be releasing his next album. He's been talking about this album for a few months now. It's called the Meth Lab Part 2. It was supposed to be out by now, but he pushed it back a little bit. It's supposed to be coming out December 14th, so about 2 weeks away. So check that out. He's already dropped like a few singles off of it. There's one he got with Redman. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Dang, it is dope too. It came out a few weeks ago. I'll have to share it on the Triad Hip Hop Podcast page, but it's dope. So it sounds like that traditional Method Man sound that you love. So, and his bar game, he stepped his bars up too. You know what I mean? Not that he was bad before, but in this game, you always just gotta look for the better. So definitely go check that out when it come out. The Meth Lab. That's gonna be around December 14th. And then I'm sure y'all seen it if you're keeping up with our Triad Hip Hop page. I just shared the latest freestyle from Eminem called the Kickoff Freestyle. It's pretty long, It's like 8 minutes, I think, something like that. But I don't know, man. It's traditional Eminem, but it's a little average for me. You know what I mean? It just seems a little underwhelming, if you will. I don't know how to call it, but y'all have to listen to it when you hear it. I mean, the bars is off the chain, you know what I mean? But it just felt like he just did it just to be doing it, you know what I mean? And then he did the whole thing with no beat, and it just felt like it needed a beat or something, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. What did you think about it? You know it ain't good when they stretch out the word man.
I mean, look, man, I love Eminem, what he's done for the game and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want this to turn to like let me switch the track up a little bit. We can't do this to no changes. Hold on. Okay. Anywho, like I was saying, don't want to turn this into like a whole Eminem hate fest or anything like that. But it's just so lackluster. It's just so like he's rhyming and some of the stuff is good. And some of the wordplays are that, but it's just like, man, who are you going at?
Right.
What are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really.
I mean, he could have just left it alone. He just dropped the album. I mean, he's done, he's done a few performances. He got the Venom song that was doing good because of the soundtrack. So to me, he could have just relaxed and just said, "I'm gonna let this ride for a couple of months." You know what I mean? And maybe the first part of 2019, I'll drop some more music. But I don't even think this was necessary.
I think too is like my thing of it is this. It's just like again, we've talked about this before we got on the show. It's just you got artists like M's 45, 46 now?
Right.
Okay, the same artists in his age group are talking about, like for instance, Jay-Z is rapping about investments.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got certain people that's actually rapping about life in general.
Yeah.
You got certain people rapping about, what's going to be left behind for the next generation. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I'm not faulting Eminem, and because this is art. He's an artist. He could do what he could do with his art. I get that and I respect that. But at the same time, it's just like, man, it's just not the same. Cause like if M was like dope in like 98, 99, like anything that Mugg said was crazy.
Yeah.
But it's just like and the first couple of bars that come out with the intent to offend. It's like, come on, man. Like, that's childish, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you coming out to it just to, I mean, that might work in 99, 2000. It don't work today. It just don't work today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Y'all gotta, if you haven't already, just go listen to it. It's on the Triad Hip Hop Podcast page. I shared it last night. And, like I said, the bars, he got some good bars, but, it seems like, I don't know, man. Like I was telling Howie before we did the show a little while ago, I feel like he lets people get to him. And so he doesn't rap like he's a legend. He raps like, okay, fine. Everybody's complaining about this. I guess I better do that. Everybody's mad about this. I guess I better do that. It seems like he's still coming off like a child, like he's still a little immature. Like if you push his buttons enough, he'll just react. And it's just like, dude, you're in the game so long, you're a boss now. You shouldn't even be, coming off of whatever throne you got in this game. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be so reactive. So to me, it just feels like he's trying too hard to prove people, or prove himself when you don't really need to do that.
No.
Just do whatever you want to do, and people will be able to tell in your music. Because when I listen to his music, since Revival and all the way up to Kamikaze, you can tell he's just reacting out of anger because people are complaining about what they want from him. We want Slim Shady. No, we want more of the Eminem show. No, we want more Marshall Mathers. No, we want more this and that. And I think he feels like, okay, well, I got to do this because everybody keeps saying that. You ain't got to do nothing. You really don't. You know what I mean? So you got to show some more growth, man.
I mean, you really think like Jay-Z is going to be like what we were talking about? Like, you really think that Jay-Z is like, well, I'm going to do some more of this Hard Knock Life tour in 2018. Or I'm going to do some, I'm going to go back to like the, Brooklyn's Finest,
right.
Stuff like that. He can't.
Right.
Because he's grown past that.
Right.
Like, he can't go back to that. It's not as much as he wants to. He can't go back to talk about I'm slanging and cooking and doing all this stuff. He can't do that because his rhymes about investments and pinchments and 401ks and, buying paintings to make sure that this investment grows up. I mean, he talking about other shit. I mean, like the stuff that people really that age should be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like investing so you can have stuff for your seed, for your kids in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I mean, and I'm not again, like I said, I'm not bashing Eminem. This is just what I see. This is just my observation.
Yeah.
Our observation.
Daryl said he thinks that M should be showcasing a lot of talent around himself, like Westside Gun and Conway.
Yeah,
and that's true.
Definitely,
man. He needs to do that, man. That's the kind of boss you need to be. You know, get your people out there, help them grow. You know what I mean? Because you have already proven yourself. You know what I mean? There's really nothing else you can do.
And that's the, you know, it's a good point that you said that, Daryl, because this is what I was going to talk about. He is still, at one point, when Eminem first came on the scene, there was a time that he said, well, you know, it was good that I met Dr. Dre and, you know, we're working together, we collabing, but now it's time to move past that.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That was the narrative, and that what was going on. But now it's like he's going way back. It's like he's pulling on the coattails of Dre. It's like, dude, you 46. Right. You're a grown dude, man. Like you can't be, you know, well, I'm pulling on the big homie. You know what I'm saying? That's like, don't get me wrong, you gotta give props for the props is due and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying, but it's like, dude, you your own person now. You should be your own person now at this age, and you should be like, hey man, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand why he does that in a sense, because like if he does that, then you got Afrocentric people who's gonna say, well, you know, he's up there being a white boy saying this, talking about he about this. Right. So I can understand that narrative where like, you know, I gotta say that you know. So
yeah, that's true. That's very true, man. So I don't know, man. You know, somebody needs to give him a good talking to. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody who can give him some better guidance and say, you know what, just relax, man.
I need to get the fuck away from Paul Rosenberg.
Yeah, that too. That too. You know what I mean? So
just being real with you.
And don't talk to none of the people that Kanye been talking to either. Just stay away from them. But yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to know what y'all think when y'all hear the kickoff freestyle. You know, leave some comments on that post so we'll know what y'all think about it. Cause you know, we value y'all's opinion and we appreciate y'all support and everything. But you know what, man?